Hello there, I'm Mrs. Bradshaw. I am the coordinator for the work-based learning program. It can be anything from co-op, class extension, work experience, and all these things have a lot of the same rules, so we're going to do a little orientation this afternoon. So, sometimes co-op and work experience is the first experience that you have as an employee. With this type of educational opportunity comes personal responsibility. The student is actually an ambassador of the school, and the entire school system is often judged based on this one person. You are representing the LISD Tech Center and your home school. Your performance at your site may positively or negatively impact future student placement. It is therefore necessary for each student to understand what is expected of him or her, both from the employer and from the LISD Tech Center. Co-op and work experience students are responsible for understanding the following. This is a training program. It's a class and not merely a means of making money. The student is responsible to provide his or her own transportation to and from the job site. The student is not permitted to transport other students. A signed and completed training agreement must be on file with the coordinator, employer, and the local school district before work-based learning students are permitted to begin work. This is both a state and a federal law. We're not just saying it to make it up. The work-based learning program will not show up on your school schedule until the training agreement is signed. You must have a backup classes in your schedule until the training agreement is signed and back in our office. Attendance, both in school and on the job, is required at all times unless sickness or other emergency prevents attending. If this is the case, the school and the employer must be notified immediately. A student who is absent from school is not permitted to work on that day. Violation of this requirement could result in the loss of credit and/or termination from the program. Changing jobs during the course of the year is permitted only in very unusual circumstances, so don't just quit your job. For continuation of school credit, the coordinator must be informed, consulted, and in agreement with the change in advance. The proper paperwork must be completed, submitted, and approved before changing placements. Appropriate appearance is required. Students are expected to dress to meet the requirements of the job. This program will terminate on your last day of school as determined by your local high school. Any other termination date has to be mutually agreed upon by the employer, the local school, and the coordinator. I have an example of a training agreement, which will be in your student folder. This training agreement must be signed by you, your parent, your counselor, and the training assignment, and then returned to us for the 2 remaining signatures. This is your golden key to your work-based learning experience. So, your employer is going to provide a minimum of 10 to 15 hours per week and a maximum of 24 hours a week if you're 18 or under 18 years old. Students over 18 can work any amount of hours depending on how they are handling their work load. Employers must provide adult supervision at all times while the student is present, even if they are 18. And the employer must provide a safe environment, including proper safety training, safety equipment where applicable, and for example, eye protection, face masks, etc. This concludes the first video in our orientation videos. Please make sure to watch the other videos as required. Have a great day.